there, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Karen Jiles. Today I would like to share a tutorial with you on how to create a mixed media journal using shimmer powder, Nuvo Embellishment Mousse, and Nuvo Expanding Mousse by Tonic Studios. This is a really fun journal that can be created using various themes. So let's get started. For this project, I'm using Embellishment Mousse. This is Black Ash. We're going to use some expanding mousse. This is worn linen, great for any mixed media project. Gives great texture. We're going to also use the media spatula, a blank journal, a resin frame, some flowers, some dyed ribbon. We're going to use cherry balm as well as Atlantis burst shimmer powders. We're going to use a paintbrush. We're going to also use the Tonic Craft Kit number 19 stamps as well as the coordinating dies. We're going to also use some watercolor paper and a water mister. We will begin this project by applying some water to the watercolor paper, then applying some Atlantis burst shimmer powder, followed by the cherry balm shimmer powders. We're just going to tap some on and then spray again with our water mister. Once we're happy with the application of the shimmer powders, then we're going to heat set it to dry. Alright, so our paper looks great. It looks really artsy and it's ready to trim down to the size of our journal. We're going to set our paper to the side and then begin work on the journal. Alright, so to prep our journal, we're going to apply some gesso to the cover. I'm going to completely cover the cover just in case I decide to do some other distressing techniques to the paper once I apply it. So we're going to go ahead and apply the gesso to the front, to the sides, as well as the back, and also the corners. And then we're going to heat set it slightly and then set it aside to fully dry. All right, so the gesso covered journal is dry. I'm applying the watercolor paper to the journal. I'm using two different adhesives. I'm using E6000 as well as hot glue to apply the watercolor paper to the journal. Now I'm going to cut the corners of the journal just to round out the edges. And then I'm going to apply some black ash embellishment mousse to the journal just to give it a vintage feel and kind of distress it a little more. All right, I'm liking it. It definitely has a vintage appeal. And so now it's time to set it aside and work on the stamping component of this project. All right, so now I'm going to use the extra watercolor paper that I created early on while creating this project. I'm going to stamp the beautiful stamp in black ink onto the inked watercolor paper, and then I'm going to die cut that beautiful stamp out so that I can use it onto this particular journal. When this step is complete, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside, and then I'm going to begin embellishing the journal. All right, so now we're going to add the resin frame to the journal. Then I'm going to apply the flowers and then also the dyed ribbon. really like the way this is looking. I'm going to continue to add my ribbon. I've decided to add a really great sentiment, which is hello. And so this particular journal will be Hello Beautiful, which is a great gift for a sweet friend, for yourself, as well as anyone else that you truly care about. I'm going to apply the hello sentiment using Nuvo's adhesive, and then I will continue to embellish. All right, my next step is to adhere the beautiful stamp and coordinating die cut that I created to the journal. And then I'm going to add some more texture to the journal using the worn linen expanding mousse. And I'm going to apply the mousse using the spatula. All right, so I'm really liking the way this is turning out. Now it's time for me to kind of enhance the ribbon as well as the flowers that I've applied. So I'm going to use some gesso to create some highlights, and then I'm going to tap on some gesso to kind of enhance the overall design. Looks like we're all done. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I added my supply list below. Feel free to leave me some comments or questions. Thanks so much for viewing my video, and take care.